What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grimm. Today we're covering an insane story on Dr. Phil that recently happened. Guys, make sure to watch until the very end of this one because this woman is just off the rails and Dr. Phil actually shuts her down because she flips out about the smallest things. You won't believe it. But first, let's see the weirdest opening to a Dr. Phil show that I've ever personally seen.
Meet Hammy and Bowie, two pot-bellied pigs.
So I really don't get what this was all about. You'll see in a second, but for some reason this crowd absolutely loves the fact that he just started showing off these pigs and talking about them. And the way they're laughing in the crowd, you'd expect he's doing some sort of stand-up routine, but nah, it's just Dr. Phil and they all love him. So he introduces these pigs because they are the woman's pets that we are covering today, and she says her pigs chew and eat quieter than her man does, which I find kind of hard to believe. I mean, unless this dude is just viciously eating everything without a care in the world, I think this woman is just being a little bit picky, honestly.
Noises that he makes when he's eating. Just a few days ago, Jimmy called their engagement off. Says Anne-Marie is a lunatic.
Yikes, so this dude called off their marriage completely, all because she gets so angry at him for eating, and obviously if you're going to be marrying someone, you're not going to be hiding from eating around them, so you're going to be around them quite a bit, and that's kind of a deal breaker, so I get that. You know, maybe she's just perpetually in a bad mood. I'm in those moods sometimes, and I flip out over the dumbest thing, but still, nobody should get that triggered from someone making noise when they eat. Nobody tell this woman that mukbang ASMR videos exist, because she would just have a field day with those.
The sounds that my fiance makes drive me crazy.
Okay, bro, I can tell you right now that they turn the gain up on their little microphones all the way up for these clips. There's no way this man chewing sounds like someone firing off mortars in the distance. You know, maybe this woman is just over-exaggerating, but I get where she comes from, sort of. That could be still a little annoying. But nevertheless, I think they're making it sound way louder than it actually is in real life.
Sounds like he's chewing on rocks. It's grotesque.
I'm just imagining her staring at him like she's about to attack him literally anytime he's sitting across from her eating. This is a perfect Dr. Phil couple because the problem is actually so stupid here, and it makes for just incredible TV in my opinion. If you're unable to just get through the noise that they make when they eat, then I don't know what else I can say. Like, you two are not meant to be together and you'll probably die alone. That's seriously such a small petty thing to freak out and cancel a marriage over.
The thoughts that come into my head, if I had an ice pick, I would put it right through his jaw.
Alright, you're good, man. You know what? I think this is the best for you that you called off this marriage because you were about to be with a total psychopath. The way she was just staring at what I assumed to be the producer asking her these questions, and she just got that vicious in about, what, 2 minutes of runtime on this video, just shows to me that this lady has some serious anger problems, dude. Guys, have you ever heard someone eating and been like, I wish I had an ice pick right now. I could make all those sounds stop. Forever. That would be splendid. No, I really don't think any of you have because mainly you're not psychos, but also that's just not a thought that should be entering anyone's brain like ever, especially not about someone that they're about to marry and someone that they love and want to spend their life with.
We went to a hockey game the other night. Jimmy was having a soft pretzel. You can't hear anything at a hockey game, but just seeing the motion of his jaw, I had to turn the other way.
She can't even watch him eat. This is a new level of crazy, you guys. This is just obsessing over the smallest, weirdest thing that she could think of and grab a hold of. Just seeing his jaw move got the ice pick fantasies going in my head, and I had to look away. I couldn't even hear him over the hockey game, but I just saw those jaw muscles at work and I knew what sounds they were making. And even though I couldn't hear them, I felt them. Get out and run, man. This is not a good relationship for you. You are gonna be in some serious danger if this continues.
When the piggies are eating, the sound doesn't bother me at all. I say, will you please stop eating like a pig? And it's funny because I wish he would eat like a pig.
So this is what confuses me, guys. I've said it before, I'm really not a pet or animal guy, and I know that instantly makes me like a bad person in the eyes of all you young millennials and Gen Zers, who for some reason worship animals as being better than humans. We don't deserve dogs and all that jazz, but still, bro, how could you possibly get triggered over how a pig eats, and yet you think of actually causing bodily harm to the love of your life because he makes a different noise when he eats that you find to be worse than your own pet pigs? This lady is off of her rocker.
He told me he wanted the ring back. I put the ring in the box and I walked out the door.
I can't marry into this. There's no way I can live like this.
That's right, things have reached a new breaking point for these two. I mean, he has to decide between drinking Soylent for the rest of his life just to make his insane fiancée happy, or he has to decide between being able to eat normally with someone that isn't going to ice pick his jaw, all because it pops sometimes when he eats. This premise is so strange, man. I guess people just have their deal breakers and sometimes it leads to bad things and toxic relationships, but it sounds like something you'd see on interdimensional cable and Rick and Morty. Like, I don't think I've heard of a more ridiculous thing to fight and break up an engagement for.
Well, more so me with my neurological disorder. That's what misophonia, that's what I've read that it is. It's a neurological disorder.
That's what Dr. Google told you.
Well, we cut to the actual interview portion for a second, and my man, Dr. Phil, shuts this woman right down. You know, this man has been doing this show for like, what, 1,000 years at this point, and I can tell he just hates when people diagnose themselves with stuff. That's what Dr. Google told you, ma'am, and we don't have respect for that doctor here. The only doctor we listen to is the one sitting right in front of you.
You're not here just for her. You're here for both of us. I'm the target.
But mostly it's because we're here to, I need help.
This woman just clearly wants the limelight from this guy. He's like being all vulnerable up there to Dr. Phil, almost begging him, saying, dude, I'm the target in all of this. I need help too. I'm the victim. And she just shuts him down by saying, I am the one that needs help. He's the one that eats weird. I need to not be triggered by it. Help me, Dr. Phil. Honestly though, the both of them do need equal help, or at least some sort of couples therapy after this, man. The lengths they have taken this to over something so small just blows my mind.
This has been going on since you were 6, 8 years old, right?
About 10. I was about 10 years old when it first happened. My sister was 6.
Oh man, when Dr. Phil whips out the notebook, you know you're about to be caught in a web of lies. But whether or not it was 10 or 6 or whatever the age, basically this woman has been a rageaholic that absolutely freaks out and spazzes out over the smallest things ever since being a young kid. And that's kind of alarming. Maybe she wasn't raised to handle her emotions in a normal way, or she could actually be right. This is some sort of neurological disorder. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and diagnose her. All I do is make videos, guys. I'm not a psychologist. But something is causing her to fixate on this stuff and make it so bad in her head, and she obsesses over it, even though for the rest of us, it's not that big of a deal. So guys, real quick, I have a super fast challenge that only takes 5 seconds to complete. So if you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just give it a try, it really works.
Please don't do that. I've seen therapists.
Which what you want me not doing?
Just say, oh, okay, you know,
Well,
we're
then
done.
don't be dismissive of what I'm saying to you. Don't tell me what to do.
Well, you said to me that.
Oh, it's getting heated, bruh. This is the peak Dr. Phil that I like to see. You know, I think too many people are on this show and are quick to dismiss anything he says, even though, like I said, he's kind of an expert and he's been doing this for so long that you kind of have to listen to him. It's almost like he's anyone else at that point that they have talked to about this that are negative, and they get all emotional about it when he shuts them down like this. But it's honestly the best, man, because that's what they need to hear. Sometimes truth is the best medicine. I don't even know if that's a saying, dude, but whatever.
This comes with a great mindset of entitlement. It's akin to road rage. What makes her think she is entitled to the world conforming to her expectations? She believes everyone should stop making unbelievable noises, everyday living, and do what she wants them to do. Stop annoying her.
Fire, bro. Dr. Phil just absolutely shut this woman down, man. But it's true, I think she is just incredibly entitled and has been that way since such a young age, and many people aren't able to stand up to her in her life. So when she freaks out over the smallest stuff, she just thinks she can continue to live this way on into her late adulthood, but it's not a good way to live. But not Dr. Phil. This man has seen much worse, so this lady is really no match for him. I'm like rooting behind my screen for this man right now. It's Team Dr. Phil all day, baby.
Has she ever stopped to think, what about her annoys the rest of the world? Who does she think she is? We learn to make allowances for people, and her intolerance is nothing more than a mask for an unhealthy need to control and unrealistic expectations.
He put that in very plain English as well, and I hope this lady takes it to heart, but I guess she will probably get all defensive and not be able to understand the whole situation objectively. She'll just find something to nitpick on and ultimately never be happy in any relationship she's in once she finds this ridiculous thing to really concentrate about. In this case, it's this guy's somewhat loud jaw that pops sometimes when he eats his food. So with that final shutdown in place, I think we are going to leave the video at that, guys. Feel free to comment down below and let me know what you thought of this lady. I think so far on this channel, it's safe to say that no one's gotten shut down that hard by Dr. Phil. Like, that's the hardest he's gone in terms of going in on someone. He really was not trying to deal with any of this lady's BS throughout the whole video and just told her straight up what's wrong with her, and I really enjoy that. Maybe some of you out there are controlling as well and see yourself in this lady, and in that case, I don't know, just try and be self-aware about it and realize that you're probably overreacting on things, and that could be a great first step to bettering yourself and just being a nicer person all around. But you guys are the best, so I doubt any of you are anything like this woman. But guys, as always, if you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, as well as subscribe and hit that bell to turn on notifications so you never miss an upload of mine, and so that you can join our notification squad, which is my favorite group on the internet. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video, and until then, peace out.